All right, so let's have this conversation. You should never ever start a business to make money. Now, I know that may seem a little contrary to one of the things that you're seeing, because when you see a YouTube ad, a YouTube commercial, they'll put all of this money up there and that's why you should do it. Let me explain to you why you should never start a business to make money. We as humans are strange, and this may be something that you have entered or experienced. Say you have a hobby, and then your hobby, you really love your hobby, you're having fun with your hobby, and then you actually start turning your hobby into a money-making situation. What's the first thing that happens? You no longer enjoy your hobby as much as you once did, and I'm gonna explain to you why. One word: responsibility. Your hobby, you could do it when you want to, you could play around with it, it didn't really matter, it provided joy. But once you start doing it for money, responsibility comes into play, and there's a reckoning that damages the hobby. So once again, you shouldn't just start a business just to make money, because also, if you're broke, if you're struggling financially, that is the absolute worst time. You want to start a business, you want to set up a holding company, an operating company, you want to get yourself some business credit, you want to learn how to run a business, you want to start your first online business. If you want to do that, and congratulations to you for being a person that wants more out of life, for being that person that's ready to sit down, do the work so your future can be brighter. I got something for you. Go below and enter into the Corporate Citizen Playbook, where we teach you all of that plus a lot more. Because you are not a normal, regular person. You want more out of life. You want to do more, you want to be more, you want to have more. And congratulations to you. So this link is below. Go ahead and check out this video, and then go ahead and enroll in the Corporate Citizen Playbook, where I teach you some things that you cannot Google. Can't Google it. Can't Google it at all. For you to start a serious business, maybe you could do something like car washing, or maybe house cleaning or something like that. But typically, when you're financially stressed, it makes it hard for you to start certain kind of businesses, because you don't put the customer's interest. Like the other day, I had a phone call. Nice lady, but she doesn't have what it takes for the upper level course. She had the money, but she just doesn't have the important skill sets. And I told her a no. And I'm having to be somewhat diplomatic with how I tell people no, because everyone thinks, hey, I got the money, I should be able to get in. But here's the thing. A lot of the people that I tell no, even though they have money, they will never be successful in this thing. They just don't have the, let's go ahead and go to the University of Alabama, University of Georgia. Why do they have multiple national championship, 4-star and 5-star athletes? And that's kind of what I'm looking for my training program. Someone that has a lot of natural talent, and then with the right training. Give you an example. Michael Jordan was someone that had a lot of natural talent, but since he went through the proper training protocols, he became this larger than life figure. And this is what happens when you have someone who already has the charisma, the natural talent, all this other stuff, and then they get really good training, and then they become superstars. This is one of the reasons that you should start a business: to help people, to serve people. One of the things that happened to me this year is I did a big reckoning of all my businesses, because 2020 was the best year ever. But what happened in 2020? We had a pandemic and everybody was at home. So for me to get those type of results, I realized that I had to redo my business, had to redo my training, had to set things up very, very differently. And what I want is for people to be successful, because I've made a lot of money with my training, my courses and stuff, but I want people to be successful. I want people to go to the next level. And once I start to bring that into my business completely changes, because my business isn't in place for me to make money. My business is in place for me to serve people and to make them better. And once that starts to really get embedded in this business, like one of the things that happened with the redoing of my business, I've had multiple YouTube channels that I literally just shut down, and I focused on this channel, and then I started doing other content on my older channels, and I completely changed it because everything that I do is based upon data. And I can already tell you, like this channel, in 2 more days will be 2 months old, right? This channel is outperforming my largest channel, which has 147,000 subscribers on a viewer base, because this channel is more congruent. This channel, we talk about business, we talk about how to start a business, we talk about LLCs, we talk about this, and this is the realm that this channel talks about. We don't talk about anything else. And I can tell you, I launched a video the other day on my main channel, and I saw even though this channel is way smaller, this channel was doing better on the view count, like much better, because the audience of this channel is more interested in starting businesses, more interested in money management, more interested in setting up business credit. And I'll go ahead and share some with you. If you notice, there's not a lot of business credit videos on this channel at the moment. There's a reason. And one of the reasons when I talk about business credit and I go into the details is I do not want to put up a YouTube video that talks about how easy it is to get business credit. You wanna know why? I would draw all types of people over here who have no intention to start a business. They want the business credit, they want easy access to credit, and I would be drawing all of, let's say, unsavory types. I would be getting a lot of people who would literally ignore the rest of my videos. They would ignore those videos because they're just looking for a bank because they have a nice FICO score that's going to give them all of this money even though they don't have a business. So I intentionally held off on putting up those business credit videos because I know how dangerous they can be. They can be extremely dangerous because they can literally set your channel. So one of the things that I've done is I've put up a lot of videos talking about S Corps. I put up a lot of videos talking about holding companies. I've put up a lot of videos talking about, and then later down the road, I'll get into those business credit videos because my audience is still developing. My audience hasn't developed because the channel is 2 months old. So it takes some time to develop the audience and get that set up. And literally now it's showing audience data, and every day it changes because the channel is still growing and once again, look, starting a YouTube channel, I am not making any money from this YouTube channel at the moment, but as soon as the channel gets monetized, I can guarantee you that I'll be making $2,000 to $3,000 a month shortly after getting monetized because of the content I put on here. And then once we get into the training and other stuff. So literally, I'm following my own advice. You don't start a business to make money. You start a business to serve people. You start a business to help people. And once again, I have had some people from my older channels find this channel, and literally they got blocked and deleted because one of the big mistakes I made was I put out a ton of helpful, useful information for free, and they were coming over here looking for that same type of attitude, and I just literally chopped them off at the ankles and got rid of them because we're doing something very different here. One of the things I've learned, you should start a business to help people, but you need to be careful. Once again, this happened today. I'm actually selling some stuff on eBay. And I had a guy who was bidding. He has zero feedback, very dangerous person on eBay. And he asked me a question and I was quite rude to him. Why was I rude to this person who has zero feedback who's bidding on my item? Because I want him to go away. I want him to not bid because because essentially he made a bid and he felt that was too much money. That tells me that if this person keeps bidding, there's a very high likelihood that he will not pay because he made an accidental bid and he thought that was too high. And I can tell you the item is going to go for much more than what he's bidding. So I'm trying to run him off, get rid of him, because if he actually wins, I'm just automatically going to sell it to the second bidder because I know this person isn't going to pay. How do I know this? I have years and years of eBay experience. I've like literally sold, oh my God, I would say just the top of my head, close to 100,000 items on eBay in one of my former businesses. So I know a lot about eBay. And I know when people are doing this, they put in a bid and then they cancel that bid because they felt they're very scared. And this is one of the things that you will deal with on eBay. You got a group of people who are like, hey, I want it, I'll pay the price. And you got a group of people who do not want to pay the price. They don't want to bid too much. They get scared. They get very scared. And this is a group of people that you don't want to be in your business. But once again, I'm going through all this other stuff to tell you that setting up a business, you can make a lot of money, but that shouldn't be your first priority. Your first priority should be to help people get to where they want to be and to do the things that they need to do to be successful. So this is one of the things that you should be aware of, and this is one of the things that you should understand. So you should never, never, never start a business for the money. And this is why I always tell you, keep your job and then build your business on the side until you get to a point, like I tell you, keep your job. Don't take any money out the business the first year. Build your business on the side to give yourself future options and things that you can do for your business. So once again, we never started a business to make money. We started a business to be of service. We started a business to help people. We started a business to do different things. All right, so if you want to get into business and you want a shortcut, I can recommend my Corporate Citizen Playbook. Now, first of all, let me just tell you something. You need money. This is not something you can snap your fingers, wrinkle your nose, and make some magic wishes. You're gonna need $10,000 to $30,000 to be in a position for you to start your business the correct way and for you to set up your business in the appropriate manner. I want you guys to win. I want you guys to be successful. So if you're not in that position, there's no point in you filling out the application because it will just get canceled. But if you're in that position and you want to start a business and you want great training, go below, fill out the application, and I will talk to you guys in the future.